Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Trials Road to Shadow of War. We're kind of running out of content to milk out of Shadow of Mordor, and while I do still have missions to do, a couple of the trials left to record, about 3 of them, I think, left to record. Kind of running out of content, and I don't want to go the next month and a half without doing anything in the road to Shadow of War. So, in the meanwhile, we're going to visit the older, lamer cousin of Shadow of Mordor. The game that said, hey, what if we have orcs have their heads cut off in a video game? And then put it all to a hack and slash type of video game where it's just press X and Y over and over and over again. And that's literally all you do. But, I mean, it's not a... Okay, it's not a great game. It's not a terrible game. I think I just hit continue. I think this puts us in the middle of this mission. Yeah, it does. No, I don't want to be here. I don't even know what I'm doing in this game. I played a little bit, and... I can only go to normal, I guess. There we go. So there's going to be an obnoxiously long cutscene here with discount Lord of the Rings acting. So enjoy this.
Of the Great War of the Ring, many songs have been sung and many tales told. The names of heroes like Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn the King, and Frodo the Ring-Bearer are greatly revered, and rightly so. Yet Sauron's grasp stretched much further than the lands of Gondor and Rohan alone, and his forces might have done great evil in the north of Middle-earth, had a handful of heroes not stood in his path. Their stories, too, deserve to be told. Pay heed now to one such tale, which begins here in the town of Bree, just a few short days before Frodo arrived on his quest.
Aragorn.
Eredon, well met. And in company with Andriel of Rivendell and Farin of Erebor. An unlikely trio to find walking through the doors of the Prancing Pony. You were at Sarn Ford last I knew. Do you bear news from Halbarad?
Yes. Grim news.
I feared it would be so. Quickly, tell me what has happened, but keep your voices low. There are unfriendly ears, even here in Bree.
3 days passed. The guard at Sarn Ford was attacked by 9 Black Riders.
Stand fast, Rangers!
We were overwhelmed, and the enemy passed into the Shire.
This is worse than I imagined. I know these riders. It is from Mordor they come. Our folk could not hope to stand against the 9 together. How bad were our losses?
Very bad. We tried to resist them, but they were surrounded by an aura of unnatural dread.
There is more you should know. After the rout, one of the Black Riders met with an ally, a man of great malice and power.
As our master commanded, I have stirred up the orcs of the mountains. Even now I have a force gathering amid the ruins of Old Fornost.
Return at once and prepare your forces. We will have need of them soon.
My orcs will be ready. These lands have known peace for too long. They will soon feel the Dark Lord's wrath.
If this Agandaur has a force at Fornost, then our position grows all the more desperate.
But why all this force against the peaceful halflings? It can't be the enemy sees them as a threat.
I will say this much. There is a hobbit of the Shire who should be coming this way with a great burden. If it falls into the hands of the enemy, it will mean doom for us all. Now this hobbit is adrift on the road with enemies all around. I must find him before they do. And I need you to help me keep him safe.
You are my chieftain. I will gladly do whatever you command.
I'm a part of this now as well.
Then we three are of one mind. How can we aid you?
We must reduce the threat from the enemies gathered at Fornost. Travel there and do whatever you can to keep the enemy's eye turned towards you and away from the Shire.
Perhaps we will have help in this task. Eladan and Elrohir were in the north when last I heard. Any gathering of the enemy is certain to attract their attention.
Good. You could find no better allies than the sons of Elrond half-Elven.
I hope we meet. But with or without help, the enemy will be kept busy. We'll make sure of that.
Really wasn't lying. That's a very long cutscene, but it gives you an idea of what's going on. So essentially, we need to get up to Fornost. There are things to be able to do.
What have we here? A stranger in town.
I'm gonna let you.
A stranger?
What sort of
sort of
pastime?
Why, nothing more than a simple game.
Mention
I
money.
am no stranger to the...
It's simple. You stake.
Very well. Let's hear your riddle.
All right, let's hear.
First, you have to put up your money. How much do you care to wager?
Well, since
That's a good deal of money. But nobody gets the better of old Tedder Hedgerow.
Yes.
All right,
Let
let's
me
do
hear
this.
your riddle.
What riddle?
What
Sorry.
belongs to you that others use more than you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys look at the names. I know the answer already. I played this game a good deal when it first came out, because at the time it was amazing. It's not that amazing of a game, but to me, it was amazing at the time. So let's hear an answer. That's the actual answer.
Oh, right you are. You're a smart one. Give me a chance to win it back, eh?
Very well.
But I'm gonna let you guys.
Ask away.
What is it that's so fragile, even saying its name can break it?
So what do you think it is?
Oh, correct. You've a cunning mind.
What'd you guess?
No
Did you
mistake.
get it right?
Go again, double or nothing?
Double or nothing it is.
Always running, never walking. Often murmuring, never talking. Has a bed, but never sleeps. Has a mouth, but never eats. What is it?
What do you guys think? A mattress. Always running, never walking. I'm always very fond of my running mattress.
That's the answer.
Did you get it right, guys?
I've been too easy on you, it seems.
Let me know if
Go
you get all
double or
these right
nothing
in the
and I'll
comments.
stomp you this time for sure.
Don't
Double or nothing
cheat.
it is.
Just guess
I'm
them.
always hungry. I'll need to be fed. The finger I touch will soon turn red. What am I?
Baby. That's actually not necessarily incorrect. But if you guess fire.
Oh, right by thunder. I can't get anything by you. Give me one last chance. Double or nothing.
Double or nothing it is.
I drive men mad for want of me. I'm easily beaten, but never free. What am I?
Oh, don't beat women. That's not cool. Why? Why is that even an option of an answer? You know, I don't know that I necessarily know the name to this, or the answer to this. I drive mad. I mean, I've never heard of anyone being driven mad. Cake is easily beaten. I don't remember the answer to this one. It's not a beautiful woman. That is not the answer. I'm easily beaten? Is gold easily beaten? I would hope it's not a horse. We don't beat horses. That's not cool, Lord of the Rings. This has got to be it.
I see I'm dealing
Okay,
with
it
a
is
riddle
gold. I can remember the
master.
answer.
More the fool I for putting up my hard-earned coins. Well, fair is fair. Here's your winnings.
Thanks.
Why, thank.
Okay, so I don't know how much gold I just won. I don't know how to look at my gold either. I don't know how much gold I had to begin with, but now I have 1,052. So we're just gonna talk to these guys. 'Cause,
Welcome to
it's part of
Bree.
the game.
You're a stretch.
What sort of questions?
We hear a lot of talk from travelers these days. Most of them speak of war and of a growing shadow in the east. The townsfolk just dismiss this. Say it's far away and doesn't concern us. But I'm not so sure. You've traveled, maybe seen a few things. What's your opinion?
There is much to worry about, and the danger is not far off.
I was afraid of that. If only I could convince others. But until then, I will have to take action on my...
What do you intend to do?
I'd like to arrange for arming the town. We'll need more than pitchforks if we're forced to defend ourselves. I tried to convince a dwarven merchant to bring us weapons, but he refused.
Perhaps I should talk to him.
It's worth a try. His name is Groff. He's selling his wares from a market stall down the street. You might still find him there.
I will let you know what he has to say.
The overall acting in this game's not terrible. It's got some good voice actors in it, in the form of, I believe the elf is Laura Bailey, and Eridan is definitely Nolan North. Let's see if there's anything we can buy from the merchant over here. I've played this game
Welcome.
6 times.
It's always good to see a ranger in my shop.
What do you have, dude? Alright, let's get a watchkeeper's chest piece. +5 armor? I'm trying to decide what I want to pick up now. Pick up that. A few arrows. Alright. It looks so different. I love it. At least the bow looked different. Alright. So we're gonna talk to Groff real quick. And then we'll be on our way to
if
Forest.
you don't mind my saying so, you don't look much like a Breelander. Is there something I can do for you?
I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor? What sort of favor?
I would like you to bring a store of weapons to sell to the Bree folk.
You're pulling my beard. Weapons for these folk? They wouldn't know which end of the sword to hang on to. I might as well try selling shoes to hobbits.
They may have had no need of weapons in the past, but these are unsettling times. They must be able to defend themselves.
I'll not deny times are growing dark. There's trouble all around. But you'll never get these folks to believe it. Life's been too easy for them for too long.
Not everyone is blind to the growing threat. It was one of the townsmen who sent me to ask this of you. There are others who are worried as well.
It'll take more than a few sensible folk to make it worth my time. These people are simple and peace-loving. It's plowshares they want, not swords.
I love how several times you can just, I tried.
Don't let their past prevent them from preparing for their future. It would be wrong to leave them defenseless.
You're right, of course. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. At least I'd have no competition. All right, I'll do it.
Excellent. I will let them know of your decision. Safe travels, Groff.
Of course I will let them know that. Okay, well, let's go back to Olaf real quick, or Old Dorfer. That's Warhammer. Whatever this guy's name is. I bet it's Olaf. This came out before. If this is Olaf. Otto, okay.
Did you speak with Groff?
Got frozen on the
What
brain.
did he say? Will he bring us weapons?
I managed to convince him. You will have your arms.
Excellent.
Darn it, I was missing my arm.
My only concern now is the time it will take. What if we need to defend the town before the dwarf-made goods arrive?
How so?
I can tell by your gear that you are no stranger to a fight. If you should have occasion to, well, let's say, recover any weapons you don't need, Bring them to me, and
I will bear that in mind.
Does not pay you a whole
Farewell.
lot, but it does help him. I like to hear the
Hello.
story.
Have you brought me any extra weapons?
I have a bow you can have. There you go. 4 coins. There you go. You have 1 bow. You don't have my bow, you just have a bow. You can customize the look of the characters barely. Let's just get right into the story. So essentially we're doing this just to kind of fill the void. I may do, if we get this done and we still haven't gotten, this game's not incredibly short, but if we get through the story of this and there's still time left to the release, then by goodness we will,
This is foremost,
wait till the end of this
but I
cutscene.
see no sign of the enemy.
These ruins could hide a large army. We might even now be under the gaze of unfriendly eyes.
Well, we came to provide a distraction for Aragorn, and
Oh,
what
North
better
is
way
so
to do that
talented.
than walking in the front door? Let's be about it.
Foul creatures!
I'm just out. Ow.
You face the Ranger now!
There we go. Still remembering how to play this game, obviously. No. Alright, there we go. Essentially, it's all hands sword. Is there a jump?
The dwarf is down! Quickly, help him!
Is there
Come
a
now,
jump?
dwarf. There are still foes to defeat.
That was too close for comfort.
I don't think there's
You have my thanks.
Here's there. Then once you critical strike,
Still coming!
legendary mode. Ooh, I got a level up. There we go. Let's go that. There we go. Yeah. Oh. And then we have skill trees, which actually have a lot of cool skills. I just unlocked. No, did I not? Do I have to confirm keep changes? There we go. Now I have that charge attack.
Servants of the enemy, beware!
Get used to hearing that though, because there's only so much they will say in dialogue. I thought I could stab him.
The gate has opened.
To me, there's no depth to this game's combat, but there's actually a lot of games where combat like this where you just press the same button. much concentration into this as well. I'm just like not saying anything. Okay. Oh, this is oppressive. Watch this.
Is everyone unhurt?
These ruins are not sound.
We must find a way out of these pits.
That question. Well, I mean, Nathan Drake could just doop doop doop. It's not that high of a. All right. But it's that gentle drop, and then him asking, "Is everyone unhurt?" Are you okay? I just want to make sure that you're all right. All right. Good talk. Look at these friendly buggers. They just want to
These
hug.
goblins are small, but deadly all the same.
You'd best flee if you value your life.
Oh, they're coming.
You face a ranger now!
But these, like a lot of in-game enemies that you can face. Okay.
To battle!
So silly. Ow. I think I can fire out of this. Whoa. This blocks projectiles. Okay. Alright. Nope. Just that one. There we go.
Oh, you're caught between the hammer and anvil now!
I didn't say it was an amazing game.
Now.
The best thing I can call this is the older, lamer brother. Nothing against older brothers. To Shadow of Mordor.
To battle!
I'm stuck on a.
You face a ranger now! You'd best flee if you value your life.
Keeps telling me final bros. Bros. Final bros. Old Kingdom enemies. Okay, I'm not hitting anything. There.
Servants of the enemy, beware!
We cannot take much more.
To battle!
Although, this game was pretty enjoyable. Yes, you'll die soon. This game was enjoyable if you played with some friends, which this game was always originally designed to be played with friends. Even if the game was nothing like the advertisements.
Here now! No sleeping the long sleep while we still
Thank you,
lead.
my friend. I am in your debt.
Game is over.
Okay, that shot missed. Alright, cool. I think this game is what they lovingly call hack and slash.
You face a ranger now!
Brutal hit. Are they not all dead? Come on, guys. That's unfortunate. Let's get the Let's get all the loot and gear and points sitting around. So compared to Shadow of Mordor, I mean, this game's got nothing. But compared to other Lord of the Rings games, I mean, the predecessor to this game was Lord of the Rings Conquest, I think? Not a great game either. They tried to put, it's the same guys, I don't even think the company exists anymore, maybe they do, but they tried to put a Lord of the Rings face onto literally, essentially Star Wars Battlefront. Same entire concept of a game.
Ah, a hidden Dunedain cache.
We need to go over the word hidden, buddy. But it just did. Feeling like giving him some hearty. I can't have that crossbow. At least the swords look different. Okay. There is different looking armor in this game. It's not a huge range of options. And considering games like Skyrim at this point had come out, I really would have loved to have seen. I just feel like this game didn't get a lot of love. I mean, the gaming, the concept of the game is simple. Has a meh.
What creature could be making those cries?
Story. I mean, it's not terrible. And graphics that weren't amazing. And then you combine that all together. It was just a game I feel like was capitalizing. There's the element of surprise, I guess. legendary hit. Silver Scepter, eh?
Face a Dunedain now!
Teleported across the room. What movie's that from? Let me know in the comments. It's a very obscure movie reference, but it's from an animated flick. At least that particular combination of Kaka and Kiki.
I thank you, friends. Without your timely arrival, my death would have been slow, but certain.
No need for thanks. We are happy to cheat the goblins of their sport. But who are you?
I am called Balaram. My home is in the Misty Mountains, and I serve Gwaihir, Lord of Eagles. Who is it I have to thank for my rescue?
I am Eridan, one of the Dunedain of the North. And my companions are Andriel and Farin.
Then I am indebted to you, Eridan of the Dunedain, and to your friends.
What brought you here to Fornost?
I often range far across the lands of the North, gathering news for Gwaihir, my lord. When I saw activity here in long-abandoned Fornost, I grew curious and flew lower to investigate.
What did you see?
Goblins and other foul folk are working within the ruins. They appear to be preparing for war, building siege engines and stockpiling arms.
Did you see any sign of the one who leads this force?
I saw a tall man, heavily armored. The goblins obeyed his commands. Who he is, I cannot say, but he had an aura of menace, like one tainted by the shadow.
Agandar. It must be.
You know this man?
He is a servant of the Dark Lord. We must find him and destroy him if we are able.
I will assist you, but it will be perilous. The enemy has positioned war machines upon the inner wall. They limit my ability to fly freely.
If we could reach the top of the wall, we might be able to destroy the machines.
Beyond those doors, you will find a passage and stairs leading up to the wall.
The machines are certain to be heavily guarded. We have little chance of surprising the goblins with but one way to approach.
I will take to the air and draw their fire. If we are fortunate, that will allow you to gain the top of the wall unobserved.
Let's do this.
Very well. Let's go.
It may be too dangerous, but you wouldn't have volunteered if you couldn't do it. Oh, I'm hitting a wall. That is what happened. my monitor flipped off for a second, so I just started pressing X as quickly as I could, and I just started swinging it off. Okay. Yeah. Let's check this. Buy. I don't have anything to buy, but I can sell that. I should keep these for that dude, but I need the money now, so. So. Boom. Just like that, I have some gold. Oh, let's sell these trinkets as well. I think you get actually more money from these things if you sell them at a shop. Just thinking of that. I'm wondering if it's true. I'm thinking that was a thing that I thunked. Let's get the two-handed sword. Some arrows, some power. That'll do. Fancy the love of short. It's short. This is where we are going to wrap up part 1 of, well, I mean, this is part 1, part whatever we're on part 1 of this particular game, but not part 1 of the series. So go ahead and click on my logo if you want to subscribe. Check out the other videos in this playlist, or Road to War of the Chosen, or real soon it's just going to be Let's Try War of the Chosen, which is really exciting because we're almost to the release of that, which is awesome. But, or any of the other channels. That's not what I have. Videos on this channel. There we go. And until next time, Jake Hardy, my friends.